Back for another Uber passenger video from a driver's perspective. Yeah, you know, I just dropped off this allegedly, no, I ain't gonna say allegedly, the dude was moist. LGBT dude, man, you know. At the Amazon spot, I try to swing I did swing the car around, you know, so his exit can be lined up with the with the pathway. This dude acting like somebody about to take him somewhere else, man. Like, I knows I be dealing with this, man. Like, you got passengers, man. It's like, man, nobody want to do anything to you, man. Like, we right at the Amazon facility. Like, what's wrong with these dudes, man? Like, dudes and chicks, man. Like, man, it ain't that serious, man. Like, I put the blinker on for a reason, or I slowed down for a reason. And you got these cats out here, man. They think people was trying to do something to them after you done took him, after you done dropped them off at their spot. What this guy doing? Yeah, a little break from the video. When a semi truck try to bag into man, that's why I don't like being behind semi trucks, man. Can't see what's in front of them. Oh, the road is closed. Well, what can I do? I gotta loop around myself. That's the thing. He in a semi truck, fully loaded. I can't see what's in front of him. Had I been in front, or had I been able to see, that would have been different. Can't see in front of this motherfucker. But yeah, back to the discussion, man. You know, this is basically another bad passenger in general. Yeah, I got a lot of complaints as an Uber driver, as a driver, a contractor who drives under the Uber logo. Yeah, man, like, someone will say, well, that's just part of the business, the taxiing or whatever, shuttle business. It's still annoying, man. It's still annoying when you know you're not even thinking about them in any kind of shape or form that they think you may be thinking about. Like, motherfucker, I'm not thinking about you. I'm not thinking about no gay shit. I'm not thinking about no vagina. Well, not yours. And if I was, if it was a glancing thought, it wouldn't be nothing I would have to act on. Ooh, I gotta get some pussy. I can't help myself. It's kind of annoying, man. Like chicks who think they know all guys. Yeah, guys do want sex, man, but there's some guys out here, man, whose anger and whose annoyance, like if you push their buttons, all that shit, thinking about fucking you goes out the window, or the possibility. And I'm one of those guys. Like, chicks think because they look attractive. I picked up a lot of attractive rides. They think because they look attractive, they can get me to do extra stuff for them. They think I ain't gonna be about my money, and they find that out and get angry and leave me bad reviews or comments, and get my account flagged, threaten me with deactivation. Like, that shit don't sway me, man. I'm about my money, man. Right? Think because you look attractive that I'm supposed to do some extra shit. Now, some chicks who look attractive, I will do some extra shit because they have a nice sweetness about them. They don't ask. I just do the extra mile anyway. You know? But some chicks, man, they're attractive, but their attitude is bad, and they seethe with negative energy, man. I can just see it. Like, I can feel it. Like, yeah, you cute and all that. You got a nice banging body for what I can see, but you got a bad personality. It's you somebody I wouldn't really want to know. Yeah, man, you got people out here, man, like that. A lot of these people, these riders, had it not been for Uber, you know, me meeting these people via Uber, I would never have strucken up any conversation or said hi to these people. That's the thing, man. Like that's the thing when you driving folks around. You meeting a lot of people who in reality you wouldn't want to know. You're not trying to know these people, man. They're not people you would click with, personality wise. Maybe they're not bad people, you know. Somebody click with them out there. They got friends, some of them, maybe most of them. But I'm not one of them, man. Some people you just don't click with, man. That's just the way it is. You can't be friends with everybody. That's not how it works in reality. Some people you're made to deal with from afar. You're not made to be in close proximity to everyone. Personality, people's lifestyle, the way people think and reason, it'll clash with you. It's just how it is, man. So it's almost like animosity. You having some kind of mutual animosity between people is almost normal. It's almost like it's a part of life. You know, you got Christian people out here. They like to talk about, you know, love everybody. That's not the way of the world, man. And me personally, man, I think a lot of scripture have been manipulated to include that kind of stuff, man. Love everybody. You can't do that, man. That's not logical. It doesn't make sense in reality, man. To love everyone, to love your enemies. When does love your enemies apply? Somebody beating you to death, you're supposed to have love in your heart for them, feel sorry for them. They're about to kill you, you're dying. They'll knock your eye out, maim you. That's not a reasonable kind of thing, kind of feeling to have towards someone. It's almost like you're insane. That's a form of insanity to love those who have beat you to death or harming you. But that can make sense only loving your enemies if you was a God. If you manifested God power, but they gotta manifest it. Otherwise you're just a mortal practicing suicidal love, man. People like to say God love. Yes, God can afford to love those who hate him. But God can't be touched. You can't harm God. You can't harm reality. Those are God. I would say, if anything, those are God teachings. Teachings for God. Love your enemies. Love those who hate you. Why? Because they can't hurt you. You're a God, you can destroy anything. You can cause massive destruction. It's better to love your enemies that can't hurt you, and you get to keep peace in the reality of the planet you're on. You don't have to destroy the planet to get rid of them. Being a God, you can afford to do that, man. It's all about context with things, man. Yeah, it kind of verged off. But it still applies to what I'm saying. You know, you got a lot of weirdo pastors, man. They think too high and mighty of themselves. You got women who think their vagina is worth going to prison for, or being on the run for, or killing for. That's not most men out here. Most men out here, I would say black men in particular. I can speak for myself, for my culture. Rapists, those kind of guys is not really common. in any culture like that. They're not really common dudes who just come out the bag just raping broads. Usually the rape situations happen because a dude and a chick are in an intimate setting and he might not know when to stop. But it's something that's usually between them already. It ain't like no dude just come fresh out the bag. Think about it, an Uber driver, he got his ID, know everything about this dude. Or it could be a chick, it could be a rape, but I'm just saying, you know everything about this person. You're gonna be found. Usually rapers who does it, professionals, they don't want to be caught, man. They ain't gonna have their ID attached to what they're doing. You might hear some situations about them, but are those guys really citizens, man? Like you'll say there's stories about Uber drivers raping women and all that stuff. Are those guys really citizens? You know, you got a lot of immigrants who do Uber. That ID real? You know what I'm saying? Like, can they just flee the country? You know, so you got people like that, but you got black folks. I'm a citizen. You know, and why would I have an urge to just rape some chick, man? You know, I'm just saying, like, why would an Uber guy just, you know, I'm gonna turn around, stop the car, and do something crazy? Don't even add up, man. That's a rare thing. And people be trying to make stuff like that seem common. That's a very rare thing. And it's insulting when you have women, gay dudes thinking like you trying to take them somewhere extra. I told y'all in the video before, I had a gay dude came at me on a sexual tip. That ain't my thing, man. Got a lot of audacious, arrogant. It all goes down to arrogance, man. You got a lot of arrogant Uber riders, passengers who think people are thinking about them, who think the drivers think about them. They got some kind of sick fantasy in their mind. That's where they think the driver want to do something to them. Crazy, man. Think about your ass. Got 400 plus numbers on my phone, man. You know how many chicks I'm neglecting? I get numbers and don't even be calling them like that. You got chicks who still be, you know, texting me. Like, see, that's the thing, the world full of lonely folks out here, and a lot of that loneliness stems from work. People don't have the time. They don't have the time to intermingle and interact, and women gotta wait for guys to come at them. So if guys ain't coming at them because they busy, you know, a lot of couples meet through associations, through the workplace, through friends, family. So the club is not really a major place where couples meet. So that's another thing right there. All right, folks. I'm waiting on this passenger to be continued.